I think I'm live. I'm not sure. I could be wrong. We're gonna know though if people start commenting. That's how we're gonna know. That's how we're gonna know. Oh, and Connor's in. So Connor's here. So we're in. We're talking about the No Way Home trailer. The trailer did come out, so I will say at the start of this stream is if you haven't watched the trailer, go watch it now. Come back. We'll talk about it. It's gonna be sick. Yeah, this camera's got me back to front though. It's making my face look weird. But my jaw's like angled one way. It's crazy. Yeah, it's out, man. It's out. Go watch it if you haven't already. It's crazy. Can you hear me well? Can you hear me fine? Is everything running smoothly? Like I'm streaming through YouTube. I haven't got OBS open because I had a few technical difficulties. So, but promote the stream around. Promote it everywhere. We're gonna get talking about No Way Home and what to talk about from the movie after that trailer. Like we're like that was a crazy trailer, you know. So once again, once people start filtering in still, if you have not seen the trailer, go and watch it now and then come back. Do not let me spoil or anyone else in the chat spoil the trailer for you. But yeah, how are we all? How did you find the trailer if you watched it? Was it good? That final shot seems like it's an edit, something out Toby and Andrew, I swear. Yeah, well, we know Marvel has done that before with Civil War, especially was the big one, wasn't it? Because Civil War, they edited Spider-Man out of the splash page. They edited Spider-Man out of the splash page from Civil War, and they could have done the same here with Toby and Andrew. Hello, Silver. How are we all doing? Promote the stream, promote it everywhere. We are going to be talking about this for a while. There's a lot to break down. I won't get through everything tonight, and I don't suppose we're going to be talking about everything. But I think the main questions around tonight's discussion will be like, you know, where was Toby and Andrew? Like, it sucks to say, but like the main thing that is going to be talked about after that trailer is still Toby and Andrew, which kind of sucks, but at the same time, like, I don't blame people for still asking those questions. And that trailer was awesome. It was indeed, my guy. It was indeed. Was that Hobgoblin in the trailer? You know what was weird though? There was two shots of Goblin, and one kind of looked like Dane DeHaan's Goblin armor, because his face was kind of showing. Well, I think it was Defoe. I've watched the trailer 3 times so far. One was my reaction, which you guys will see probably in about 20-30 minutes max. I'm just rendering it on Sony Vegas now. I'm gonna get that up as soon as possible. But yeah, Defoe obviously in his classic costume, 1, and 2, there was another Goblin. So maybe they do Sinister Six, but they have Dane DeHaan's Goblin. I don't think so. I don't think so. No, I don't think they'd have 2 goblins in there. Mickey donated $7. Hey, yo, okay. Mickey, thank you very much for the donation, my good friend. Yeah, we talk a lot on the Discord. If you haven't seen the Discord, if you're not on the Discord, go in the description below, join the Discord. Thanks for the super chat, Mickey. That was very generous of you. Thank you very much. Am I in the movie? Almost certainly. Last Hunt Spider-Man will be in the movie. Mickey, that's so nice. Thank you very much. I am blessed. That's the first ever super chat I've ever got. I've never had a super chat before. I don't stream enough. I don't have time to stream, but we're streaming now because it's a special occasion. Lizard is confirmed. Yeah, Lizard was confirmed a while ago, but we never had full confirmation of Lizard. Like it was one of those things where like we knew Sandman was in it because of the sand in the first trailer, but Lizard was kind of like an iffy. Like people were still thinking it was Venom. Are all the Raimi designs transferred so well into the MCU? I know, right? They all look exactly like Raimi villains. Like how they did. That was crazy. Anyway, I was doing something. I forgot what I was doing. I was meant to be doing something important. I swear. Oh yeah, I was promoting the trailer. Not the trailer. I was promoting the stream. Yeah, go and promote the stream everywhere, guys. Go promote the stream everywhere. We want to talk about this. Oh, the thumbnail isn't changed when I promote it on Discord. That's so much bull. That is. You ever hate that? You have to have the thumbnail bang on first time, or else Discord gets it wrong. But yeah, we're promoting this everywhere. Promoting this everywhere. Make sure to promote the trailer. Just get it going. We want to be talking about this. I go promote on Twitter or something. But yeah, bro, we that trailer was a madness. I just want to know what you guys think of the trailer. Oh shoot, I posted that in fan art by accident. Oops, sorry. Sorry, I'm sorry if you're commenting right now, and I'm not seeing it. I'm just promoting the stream. But yeah, yeah. Oh, TSC Studio Briga donated 50 knock. Oh, thank you for the donation, Briga. That sounds like a lot, bro. How much? What's that? What's knock? Is that like there's a Norwegian? That's the Norwegian currency, right? To UK. Shall we have a look? I'm curious. I don't know how. I don't know. I don't know what knock is. I've never heard of it. I thought you were using euros. Oh, thank you for the donation, Briga. That's so nice. Thank you very much. That's crazy. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Let's hear your favorite moment in the trailer. My favorite moment, in all honesty, the moment that sticks with me the most is probably the first shot of the trailer. That sounds kind of like a cop out, kind of boring, but that shot of Tom Holland with his bloodied face and like his reaction, like that's crazy, man. It was a crazy shot. Like Ray said in my chat that I have going on with him, he was like, the cinematographer for this movie is like beyond belief better than No Way Home and not No Way Home, sorry, Far From Home and Homecoming. And I totally agree. Like it is absolutely mental, absolutely mental. I looked in the intro bit with Hobgoblin at 0.5. It does look like Harry. It does look like Harry. So maybe the sixth member is Green Goblin from the TASM universe. I mean, that would work out then, right? 3 Raimi villains, 3 TASM villains. But Harry doesn't die. Oh, but I guess neither does Lizard or Sandman either, because the Doctor Strange is like, oh well, you know, the villains died, and that's like why they can't go back. I'm very curious to see how that applies to Lizard and Sandman, because Lizard you'd assume would be on the good side because he he never wanted to do anything bad. I'm assuming that they take him just before the final battle of TASM 1, probably. In terms of Doc Ock looks like he's taken straight from the end of Spider-Man 2 because he does approach Peter, MJ, and Ned afterwards, like kind of civilly. Like he comes in, he's like, "Hey, yo," like he looks like he's looking for help rather than I'm just gonna beat the absolute living crap out of you. So Doc Ock does look like he is from. So for those people that were wondering, his character arc in Spider-Man 2 is not gonna be ruined. And obviously that might beg the question, like, oh, why was he fighting Peter on the bridge then? Probably because Peter saw a guy with 4 tentacles and was like, and probably suited up, ready to fight. So Doc was like, obviously going to be cautious and going to try and fight back anyway. Oh my god, I'm getting spammed with Discord notifications. I don't know why that happened. So yeah, obviously that's going to happen. So, yeah, crazy. Hello, Ricardo. Welcome to the stream. It's Green Goblin, not Hobgoblin. Norman Osborn has returned. I don't know. Yeah, it won't be Hobgoblin. It'll be Green Goblin, Harry, Green Goblin, but all Willem Dafoe's Green Goblin. Would you love to voice that GMO guy's own character? Who? 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 What? Who? Oh, I've just scrolled down. I've missed so much. I wonder if they show Sandman's actor in the film or he's just Sand Monster. I think they'll show Thomas Hayden Church. Yeah, they'll show him because Sandman is a good guy. I reckon how it'll go is probably Willem Dafoe, like Green Goblin, Norman probably convinces the rest of the villains that Spider-Man's at fault, so that's why they all go after him. So that would explain possibly why Lizard is bad still, if he's pulled from the end of TASM 1. And I think we'll probably see Thomas Hayden Church's Sandman in there too. This is freaking me out. Other than that, I hope you have a wonderful life. I hope you have wonderful what you do. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I hope you have a wonderful life too. Hopefully, everything's going well for you. Do you think Doc Ock might be on the good side based off what we saw in new design? Yeah, yes, I do. I definitely do. I don't think they were going to ruin his arc in Spider-Man 2, and it doesn't look like they will. Would you voice my fan-made character I made up? Daniel Garfield. Oh, Daniel Garfield. I wonder where we got Garfield from. I'm currently not really taking many new voice roles at the moment just because of how busy I am, but I'm looking to return to a lot more voice acting roles in the future. But for right now, I am not. I'm very sorry. I'm not doing that at the moment. I'm only committing to the ones that I've already committed to, like Ender Boy. That's a big one that I've got coming up. Trailer was crazy. Yeah, when the scene when you see the Sandman, Electro, Lizard, and Spider-Man Lizard flies in a different direction. Does he? Ooh, maybe Lizard is on their side then? Yeah, thank you, Braga. That was very, very nice of you. That's TSC Studio, by the way, if you guys don't know Braga. Will you introduce Polly more? Oh, I guess you mean Holly. Yes, I will. I will. Where is Polly? Holly, where is she? She's asleep while I'm streaming. She's not dead, no. I wonder if Mayo Happy died. I wonder that too. I think someone will die. I definitely do think someone will die. If I go silent for a second or I'm like rambling, I'm not really like seeing you guys' comments as much. It's because I'm going to be uploading my reaction. So you guys can go and watch that as well, which would be cool. The final shot of the battle, Statue of Liberty, looks great. Yeah, so that leak that came out a while ago, I don't know if you guys remember the leak that came out saying the Statue of Liberty was going to be where the final battle takes place. That was right, with the Captain America shield. Yeah, that's right. That was right. Someone got that right. I don't know who leaked that, but I say, for those of you guys that are listening now, my recommendation, I think, is for those of you guys that don't want to be spoiled, do not go and read that leak. Just avoid that leak as much as possible, because that leak got that right, and I think that's a very major key element of the final battle to get right. I'm not trying to get spoiled. This whole trailer shows this film to be much prettier than the other movies. 100%. Bragger, I agree. The cinematography looks looks so much better than the first two. Like probably the best looking Spider-Man movie. I'd say is probably TASM 1 or 2. The Raimi films have good cinematography, but they're not outstanding. You know, there's not many shots I can go, that was amazing. You know what I mean? TASM 1 has the very cool cinematic shot of when Peter's looking over the city after the dust is settling, and that's a very cool shot. TASM 2 has the best effects, in my opinion, and I think it uses the contrast of blue lighting a lot in that film as well, which is very, very nice. So I think TASM 2 is also very well shot. But this movie looks like it's about to become the best shot, just based off that trailer. That's crazy. Where's my girlfriend? She's sleeping right now. I keep scrolling down, but you guys are typing so fast. Oh my god, bro, we're getting so many comments. Thank you guys for showing up, by the way. This is crazy. Sorry, Ricardo. I'm trying to just go through all of the just trying to go through all the comments at the same time. Drillers Tubes post exactly what Andrew posted near that deepfake Photoshop leak. Yeah, actually, that's a good spot. You know, I need to go back on the trailer and look through some of these shots to see if we can see those rail bars where Andrew was holding on to. Because if we can find them in this trailer, we know for 100% that at least Andrew is showing up in this movie. And obviously, if there's Andrew, there is probably a wild Maguire. So, so what do you think of that cliffhanger at the trailer? You know what? I don't know what I think of it. Is that Andrew and Toby coming through? He says he can't stop it, but if Strange was saying he can't stop it, then surely it would be a good thing that Andrew and Toby are coming through. So maybe it's the sixth villain, someone a lot bigger, someone very powerful. I don't know. I'm gonna have to have a think about that one. I'm sure I'll make a video on it at some point when I've thought about it more in depth and I've got a general idea of what that was. But yeah. It seems that he stops fighting Tom when he realizes it's not Toby. So I'd assume he's not completely a villain in this. Yeah, no, I agree. I agree with that. Do you think Tasm will die instead of? Do you think Tasm will die instead of Toby? I don't think any of the Spider-Men will die in this one. I think if a character is going to die, it's going to be someone that affects Tom's character because Tom's character is the one going forward. And I know what people are going to say. They could do the whole Into the Spider-Verse shenanigans where they kill off the older Toby. So that would obviously either be Tom or Andrew, not Tom or Andrew, Toby or Andrew. But I don't think so. I don't think they kill a Spider-Man because if they kill one of them, what's it going to do for Tom's character? You know, what's it going to do for the story going forward? The characters that have just been brought back. I mean, the most likely one to die is Toby, but like he doesn't carry the emotional weight that Aunt May or Happy would carry, for example. And I think though, like even MJ doesn't as much as Happy or Aunt May, in my opinion. Obviously, we haven't seen the film, so we can't comment on that just yet. But that is my opinion on that. Sandman attacking Tom Holland is interesting. I thought he changed his ways at the end of Spider-Man 3. Yeah, that's my question as well. Like I said earlier, I do think that it could be down to maybe Green Goblin telling, convincing everyone that he's that Spider-Man it's his fault. I think that's very much will be very much the case. I think Norman will try and pull some strings, I'm guessing, because Norman was quite a big feature of the trailer other than Doc Ock. Apparently, the shot in the trailer where Electro, Sandman, and Lizard are facing towards Tom would actually include the two other Spider-Men in the real scene. Is that what people are saying? Well, we know, like I said at the start of the stream, that Marvel is not against editing out characters, as we saw in Civil War. Who do you think will die instead of Ned or Toby? I think MJ or Ned, most likely. Not MJ or Ned. Ned, no. I just said the complete. You could tell I'm tired. Happy or Aunt May? That's who I think will go. Don't you guys think the CGI looks off? Remember, I want to put this out there, guys, that some of the CGI will not be finished. I think a lot of it was finished in this trailer, but if you caught something in motion that was a little bit off, don't let that like put you off, because the CGI is basically okay. So the way I can explain this to you is that CGI, the way it works is as if you want something to look good in motion, right? But so I said it the complete wrong way around. Sorry. So basically, if you take a still from a motion CGI image, and it's like quite small, let's say it's an actor's face and it's quite small, they won't have a lot of detailing in their face because the actor is so small on the screen. If you pause it at still, you will always notice that it's CGI and not a real actor. And people say, "Oh, that's just bad CGI," but everyone does it because when they're moving very fast and they're like quite small on the screen, and you can't make out those details if they're moving, it's that why spend the extra money to make it really detailed when you don't need to? And the perfect example I always give of this is go watch Spider-Man 3 and go watch the end battle when Toby is being lifted up onto Harry's glider when they're flying, going after Sandman and Venom. Pause it and look at Toby's face. It looks so off-putting and it looks disgusting, but when you watch it and you don't pause it, you can't tell unless you're really looking for his face. You can't tell at all. You can't tell. And so CGI can look off in that sense, but obviously CGI has come a long way since then, so it's even better now. But the second point is it might also not be finished. Sometimes it isn't in trailers. I think the one where Doctor Strange makes Peter go out of his body in the first trailer, I don't think that shot was finished in the first trailer. So, yeah. So just don't be off put. Like the CGI looks incredible anyway. It does. It genuinely does. I think it does anyway. The CGI looks incredible. But yeah, it looks like a madness. It looks like a madness. Yeah, this is crazy. Okay, sorry, I'm uploading my video now, so sorry if I'm not reading comments as much. Hi, hey, yo, what's up? Larry, what's up? I thought the CGI looked great. I thought the CGI looked great. Maybe some of it looked off. Obviously, there's a lot to unpack, so I ain't seen all of the trailer like fully. You know what I mean? The end of the trailer. I need to know. I need to know as well, man. Bro, the end of the trailer. What is going on? I feel like we just brushed over that part, and we're talking about why Toby and Andrew aren't in it, and the fact that all the villains look badass. But the end of the trailer, I don't know. It was purple. Kang, Mephisto. No. I don't know. He can't help something. Something's too powerful. Maybe another villain is coming through. Maybe another villain, another big villain. I mean, that would be cool, right? Like a big reveal, Toby and Andrew and a villain. I don't know, man. I don't know. What was my favorite villain design? Green Goblin, 100%. 100%. Lizard looked cool. Sorry for spamming the chat. No, don't worry, you didn't spam the chat. Doc Ock will redeem himself because blasted by Electro's light seems for some reason maybe he's helping Spider-Man. I think Doc Ock will probably have an arc in this movie where he goes from not one where he goes from how do I explain this? Sees Spider-Man, gets attacked by him, and then fights Spider-Man, gets Spider-Man to help him. Spider-Man can't help him, fights Spider-Man, and then dies in redeeming himself, just as he did in Spider-Man 2. So he goes in as his character from the end of 2, regresses, and then re-regresses back to how he was at the end of 2. I think that's probably how they'll do it. And I'll be totally fine with that because he'll be going through a lot of emotions. Poor Doc. I imagine that Toby Andrew will be summoned in maybe as the villains stand against the villains. I think so as well. Toby and Andrew were referenced. They were referenced. They were referenced because they were saying these villains died when they fought Spider-Man. So when MJ was falling, I feel like Andrew will be the one that swings in and saves her instead. You know what? Actually, me and my friend Will, Elite Productions, were actually talking about this in our group chat with Ray and Connor, and before the trailer came out, we like had a little conversation about it amongst ourselves, and Will said after the trailer came out, he was like, I think that MJ is going to be saved by another Spider-Man. And I said, how poetic would it be if Tom is about to catch her? Because we don't actually see him catch her. But how poetic would it be if Tom tries to catch her, gets stuck, carries on falling, they don't grab hands, they almost grab hands, and then Andrew's the one that catches her? That'd be poetic. That'd be very poetic. And quite frankly, in a movie where it doesn't look like Andrew or Toby would get any character development at all because they're just going to show up, I think that would be a very nice moment for Andrew Garfield. What do you guys think about that? The fight scene with Electro Seminole is definitely digitally removed Andrew Toby with how the villains are attacking. Yeah, they're probably because there's 3 of them there. They're probably going one on one, probably because Tom manages to swing through all of them, which when there's 3 of them versus 1, I don't know how he's done that. We know Toby and Andrew. I don't know. I don't think. What you say? Would you want to voice Freddy or Bonnie? No, I'm sorry, man. I'm just like voice acting is a bit on the back burner right now. Sorry if I'm missing any of your comments. There's quite a lot. You guys are going ham. Happy's car exploded and dies. Do you reckon that's what happens? I wish at the end of the trailer, Andrew and Toby jump in. I'm not too bothered by it, because that means I get to experience it in the cinema. Sony teased us, but I get to experience that now. Toby and Andrew are definitely in the movie. At the end of the trailer, that was the same bridge that Toby and Andrew were in that got leaked. Was it? I didn't spot it. I didn't spot. I'm gonna have to go back and spot it. Hey, oh, I already responded to all these. Is the comments got mixed up? Just watched the second trailer for Spider-Man: No Way Home myself. Wow, it's an amazing second trailer for this film. I can't wait, and I can't. What's up, Walker Dead? How are we doing? CGI looks great. Expect Green Goblin coming out of the smoke. Yeah, except for Green Goblin coming out of the smoke. Oh, is that where it looked a bit off? That could be just unfinished then. Yeah, who would love to voice Fred? Okay, sorry for sponsoring. No problem. Did you see Liz of the trailer? I did. It was good. Morlin? Question mark. I did. That did cross my mind. While we were talking about the villain, that did cross my mind. Could it be Morlin? Hello. Hi, Walker. I have to go. Goodbye. Just Mysterio will appear in Spider-Man: No Way Home some way. He could be the sixth villain. Could be Mysterio. Could be. But while we're here, I also do want to say something real quick. I've put off uploading this video. I need to get this video out. Bro, I'm slacking right now. I need to make the thumbnail as well. Holy crap. I'll do that while I'm on the stream to you guys. I'll make the thumbnail. I'll have you in one corner. I'll make the thumbnail in the other. While we're here, actually, I do want to say, make sure to go and basically go and subscribe to Slightly Insulting. And we have got a new Ray over on Slightly Insulting has got a show coming out about Spider-Man called Spider-Man Friend or Foe, and it looks really cool. I will link you guys the trailer when I am done uploading this video, and then we'll carry on talking about No Way Home. And this is just absolutely insane. But yeah, I just want to mention that because it's something I think you guys would be interested in, and I think it's something you guys would definitely like to watch. Obviously, we're all about getting as much Spider-Man content as possible, as you guys know. God, what if zombie Spider-Man appears? Oh, that'd be cool. Will you continue What If episode 5? I'm not sure if I'll continue any of the What If episodes. I've missed so many comments. Who's that blonde girl in the trailer? Blonde girl? There's a blonde girl in the trailer? I missed so much. I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch the trailer. See the villains fight each other, doctors want to changes all the Sandman, maybe. Yeah, maybe there's definitely a chance. Perfect Swinging Redemption. Yep. Can't wait for this movie. Spider-Man versus Doctor Strange. Yeah, that's gonna be an interesting part, actually, to see Sandman versus Strange. That's gonna be very interesting. If MJ dies, I'm gonna be mad. I don't think she will. She could. And maybe that's how they bring in another love interest in the future. But the thing is, MJ hasn't been, I don't think, developed or explored enough as a character for my liking anyway. As much as I'd want her to be. So I think it's a big missed opportunity if they kill her off. I just think it's a massive missed opportunity. Okay, so I found a PS4/5 version of the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer while random searching. So you want to watch that? Maybe we could talk about Spider-Man. Maybe. Oh, there's like a recreation. Is there? That seems cool. I won't watch it right now because I can't actually show it and watch it at the same time. It's like the way I've got this set up. I'd do it if I had Streamlabs open, but we had technical difficulties at the start of the stream. So I can't wait to talk about this and see what maybe I can't either, man. MJ said, but Ned dies as he's hanging on, dude. What about the movie talk? To be hard not talking about. Yeah, nah, man. Let me know where you when you guys are seeing it. I'm seeing it probably midnight release on the 14th of December because I live in the UK, so I will go on the 14th and see it on the 15th, if you get what I mean. Because the 15th is obviously the 15th is when it comes out, but the 14th will be the day, if you get what I'm saying. But yeah, man, this is crazy. What screenshot do I use for the thumbnail for the trailer reaction? Do I use shall I use I'm gonna use Green Goblin. Screw it. I'm gonna use Green Goblin. I need to look at this picture of Green Goblin. Oh god, my eyes are watering. Right. The smile on my face though when I saw when I saw Green Goblin, like, bro, it was right. Shall we try and find that picture of Green Goblin when he comes out of the smoke? That's the one. That's the one. Bro, he looks so good. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but he looks amazing. He looks incredible. I love Willem Dafoe. Oh god, I'm tired. My eyes are watering like hell. But yeah, I love Willem Dafoe with a passion. He's so good. Bro, I keep scrolling down, and I'm sorry. I'm trying to keep up with the comments. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, man, this is insane. This is insane. I can't believe this happened, you know. Like, I expected this to happen, but I couldn't believe that it was happening at the same time. If you get what I mean. What if episode 5 Spider-Man appears no one home? I doubt they'll bring in the animated ones, but that'd be cool. Suit to Spider-Man PS4. Yeah, Marvel Spider-Man 2, I think they'll save the No Way Home suits. The integrated suit and the gold suit. They'll save for the second game. He's already know. Managed Thanos. Ben 10 fans see an old version of the characters from more familiar. I'm sorry, version of MJ. You don't like it, yeah? No, I get you. I know why some people don't like it. Theory that Lizard comes from Toby's universe, so that was going to be the villain in Spider-Man 4. I doubt that very much, just because they haven't set up that version of the character. I do get what you mean, but I think that's just a theory that I think that's more of like a fan like wish. You know what I mean? To see like Tobey Maguire villains. But yeah, no, I don't think that'll happen. Just because I think it's like you've got a perfectly fine setup villain with Chasm, so I don't see why you just wouldn't use him. But no, it's a good theory though. I mean, like, at the end of the day, this is No Way Home. Anything can bloody happen with this movie, apparently, at this point. So yeah. What else? Read my sorry, man. I'm trying hard to read all the comments. Are you Holly planning to have a chat? Okay, well, that just came out of nowhere. When are you Holly planning to have a child? Apparently, not for many years. Let's just say that. Well, Harry Osborn being the movie, I don't know. I feel like one character that hasn't been like talked about a lot is Harry Osborn. You'd think that with all the characters appearing in this movie, you'd think Harry would be one that is brought up more often. Like, everyone's talking about Toby, Andrew, Willem, like Alfred. Everyone's talking about these guys. But where's the love for Harry Osborn? You know what I mean? Where's the love for my boy? I don't know. Let's see. Venom takes place in the Amazing Spider-Man universe because Fields right and Andrew. Yeah, you know, that it's a good point. Like, I do think that Venom could be a part of the Amazing Universe. That's probably the best option out of the three. I do think it's in a separate universe though. But pause the trailer at 222 and look at who Lizard is punching. I've got the trailer up, so I'm going to do that right now. 2222. Who is he punching? Oh yeah. Tom is above. Um is above Lizard. And Lizard's gonna grab someone. And it looks like he's got someone by the neck. Hey, yo. That's gotta be one of them, surely. Now that's the scaffolding as well. That's the scaffolding as well from the from the leak. Yeah, he's caught in 4K, my guy. Caught in 4 freaking K. Oh god. Brazil just released another minute trailer showing Lizard getting punched by nothing. If what Brazil, what Brazil released another trailer? Did they? So Sony Pictures Brazil. Shall we bloody see? Did they? Sony Pictures Brazil. Did they release another trailer? They released another one. Did they? No, they released the same one, didn't they? No, no. Did they? If you see it, show it to us. Yeah, this is Toby and Andrew. Like, yeah, they did. That's so obvious. Like people saying that they edited them out. That's so obvious, man. Like you can't get more obvious than that. They 100% got edited out. That's ridiculously obvious. Like that's not even funny. That's like just bad. Like I know they're trying to hide Toby and Andrew, right? But like, come on, at least I know that's probably the best money shot they've probably got in the entire movie of three villains from Raimi / Tasm universes absolutely going at it. But like, at least do a better job of covering it up, man. Like, cause I went back and rewatched it, and one of you guys pointed out, or many of you guys pointed out actually, and it's so obvious. Like, it's ridiculously obvious. Like Lizard's literally holding something with his one hand and like he's about to punch something with the other. It's like, bro, come on. Come on, man. That was ridiculous. Anyways, we move, don't we? We move. Well, I mean, at least we know Andrew is 100% in the movie now. Like, I'm like, guys, you guys know I always say like take things with a grain of salt, even if it's very much looking like they're true. I'm saying 100%. I'm saying 100%. I'm saying 100% with Toby and Andrew. Not Toby, Andrew. Andrew 100%. Because you never know. It could just be Andrew. I mean, I'd be annoyed, but it could just be Andrew. In all honesty, it could just be Andrew. But yeah, I'm really struggling to make this thumbnail because I've made my arm really wide in the shot that I've used. So I'm trying to. Of course, I'd have trouble making the thumbnail of all things, wouldn't I? I'm just not fit for this graphic design job. I think I've. Oh my god, I've butchered this so much. Bro, what is going? What am I doing? Bro, I've got to fix this somehow. I don't know how. Oh my god. What am I doing? I'm sorry if I'm not reading your comments, guys. I am so sorry. Okay. Okay, trailer reaction. Okay, cool. I have to go see you Friday. Yeah, see you Friday. See you Friday? See you Friday. What's going on Friday? I might be uploading the video. Oh, I got a load of. See you. See you in a bit. There's. Yeah, they edited this really bad. Yo, what's good? Yo, Thornton, my guy. Hello. 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 Welcome to the stream, my guy. If you guys don't know, Thornton in the chat is playing a certain role in Last Hunt, Jefferson Davis. If you guys did not know, I will have said on the Discord server probably before. But if you guys don't know, obviously not all of you will be in the Discord server where we talk about Last Hunt. So yes, Thornton will be playing Jefferson Davis on Last Hunt, and I am excited for that. Hopefully, you guys are as well. I'm sorry, I've skipped a bunch of comments. I'm trying to read all of them. Oh my god, oh my god! If you go to the part where Tom is diving the Eiffel Tower. You can see the Eiffel Tower. I'm not sure the Eiffel Tower is in this trailer. Get knocked by something. Yeah, no, there's a bunch of stuff. Till Lizard Punch got removed from the chat. You sent the link. Okay, if you go to Discord, if you have it, and then send the link in the server, I'll take a look at it. We need to make Invisible Spider-Man punching Lizard and see the rest of the villains memes. Wait, they've hilariously edited them out of this trailer. Like, it's so obvious that they're in this trailer. Like, bro, I'm creasing with how bad it is. Like, they're not even trying to hide that they're in it, because okay, let's break this down, right? So they reference that there are other Spider-Men. Okay, so we now know that at least the other Spider-Men are acknowledged in this movie, at the very least, right? We've seen it in the trailer, confirmed, 100%. We then see a shot at the end of the trailer where Lizard is punching someone and holding someone, but like presumably he's going for Tom's Spider-Man, but he's actually not. Okay, put it in general. Okay. It's all over Twitter though. The trailer, you can hear Andrew say what's happening. Can you? I doubt you can. I doubt they'd let that happen. I'll have to go back and listen to it. And he reacted. I really want Mysterio. Everyone talk about the past Spider-Man when Tom should have more spotlight. Yeah, no, I get that. Like Tom, this is Tom's movie at the end of the day. Let's not get this twisted. This is Tom Holland's movie. You know, like the Spider-Man will show up. Andrew and Toby will show up. But this is Tom Holland's movie. And from the trailer that we saw, Tom Holland looks like he's doing a phenomenal job. Like his acting in that trailer was incredible. And just like I personally think they're gonna get all the spotlight. I think you guys will be surprised how much you enjoy Tom in this movie. And I'm not trying to say that people get excited. Okay, I do want to bring this up actually. You know, I've wanted to bring this up for a while. I haven't made a video on it, but I've wanted to bring this up for a while. Basically, I've seen people say on Twitter, and it's always Twitter, but I've seen people say, should I say, how many times have I said say that you see why I edit my videos now? Because I do this a lot. But people say that they're only watching No Way Home because of Toby and Andrew. And yes, I get people are excited for No Way Home. But these same people that are saying this watched Homecoming and Far From Home. And did Homecoming and Far From Home have Toby and Andrew in them? No. They didn't necessarily have to like those movies. That's not what I'm saying. But at the end of the day, they still watched those movies. Sony still cashed in. And that's all that mattered. If this movie had Toby and Andrew in or not, these people were still going to watch No Way Home. And that's just fact. They were. No one is going to watch this movie just because Toby and Andrew are in it. There might be a few people, the tiniest minority that didn't watch any of the other MCU Spider-Man movies are watching this one just because Toby and Andrew are in it. There might be the select minority of people. And if you're one of those people, fair enough. You got me. But those people that are saying they're watching it just because Toby and Andrew are in it, nah, it's not true. Because they watched Homecoming and Far From Home with the intention of liking it. Obviously, you don't have to like it. That's fine. It's no problem. But I just think it's. The thing is, I don't want to be mean and say that people are wrong. But like at the same time, it's like I responded with this on Twitter as well. I was like, but you watched Far From Home and Homecoming, like. Don't say that you're watching it just because of Toby. And everyone's like, Toby and Andrew are going to take the spotlight. Like, that's the only reason. It's like, no, this will be a Tom Holland movie. And I think the people that are saying that will be surprised when they see this movie. I think they will be 100% surprised. They'll be surprised how good they'll be surprised at how good Tom Holland's acting is in this one. I've heard many people say Tom Holland's acting in this one is phenomenal. And from the trailer, I can definitely see where people are saying that. Like I'm very surprised that I'm very surprised that people aren't picking up on Tom Holland's acting ability a bit more, especially after that trailer. We'll have to see what people say, but I do agree that Tom. Sorry, I went off on a rant there. Henley Starfield is Mary Jane Watson in alternate universe, separate from the MCU. Yeah, that would work. Not spoiling who I'm casting for that for the Asa Butterfield series or anything, but might have to look out for that one. If I'm just saying, Willem Dafoe is the Joker for future Batman movie. I can see it. I've seen the images. Sup, Lewis? Did you like the trailer? God, I loved it. Hello, Monkey Vision, the Ray. Lewis, do you think that No Way Home could make a bill? Pre-COVID, easily. Pre-COVID, No Way Home. Pre-COVID, No Way Home cracks 2 billion in my opinion. Like this is Spider-Man Endgame, as people have said. Like, no, seriously, like I'm not kidding around. Like pre-COVID, No Way Home cracks 2 bill easily. Not easily, but it does crack 2 bill. Pre-COVID, No Way Home clears 1 billion easily. Not even doubted. Does it clear 1 billion now though? Sorry if I'm typing. I'm trying to get this video out. I don't know. I don't know if it clears a bill now. I don't know. I think it'll get close. I think it will get very close. It could very well do. But yeah, it'll get very, very close. But I don't think it'll. I'm not sure. I'm just gonna leave it on the fence. I do not know. What was No Way Home's budget? Oh wait, sorry, I completely missed a question. I feel like they mentioned Mysterio at the beginning. Mysterio believers would have to sell either Peter proving he faked it or Beck showing up. Yeah, that's the thing though. Beck could show up. That's the thing. Beck could very much show up. What was No Way Home's budget? I don't know. Actually, I'll look that up. I don't know if that's been revealed or not yet. Spider-Man No Way Home budget. Shall we have a look, shall we? Shall we see what people are saying? Well, at 26 million, I doubt it. 26 million is how much freaking one image costs. Probably. Budget is 250 mil. Okay, there we go. There's your answer. I was partial to Far From Home, but Homecoming was great. If this movie does not have Toby and Andrew, then the toxicity will rise. Not saying they won't, but yeah, that's the thing though. If Toby and Andrew don't actually show up in this movie, if it was just a complete cop out, the toxicity in the fandom will rise. People will hate the movie just because they're not in it, which saddens me. Those people are out there, and those people do exist. Yeah, those people do exist. It's sad though. It's a very sad reality that it will happen. I think it's just because leaks and stuff have got their hopes up, and that's understandable. I understand why they'd be annoyed if they didn't. But then again, this is the movie. Like, appreciate the movie for what it is. You know what I mean? Appreciate the movie for what it is. I think that's the way to go into this. I'm still trying to go in level-headed, like as much hype as possible. People forget that this trilogy is about Tom first and foremost. If they ended the trilogy by overshadowing Tom's conclusion to his arc with Toby and Andrew, then it wouldn't be a trilogy. Silver nail on the frickin' head. Silver hits the nail on the head. I couldn't agree more. Then again, if Toby and Andrew do show up and they overshadow Tom, what's going to happen is in a couple of years' time, once the hype of Toby and Andrew has died down, people are going to go, well, Tom's Spider-Man was completely neglected. They had a chance to really, and even the people that like hate the character now will be saying like they had a chance to fix his character in this movie. It was a great setup with the whole identity crisis, and then they didn't do it. And I completely agree. You know, but that's not going to happen. Obviously, this is Tom's movie, and you can tell it's Tom's movie by the trailer. You can tell it's Tom's movie. If Aunt May dies, Spider-Man No Way Home, I'll riot. I think it'll be good. You know, I think it'll be good for the character if she dies. The second thought trailer they were going to show Matt Murdock. Nah, I know. I had no hope they were going to show Matt Murdock. I think Matt Murdock is a good surprise for the movie, but I don't think he's. If he is in the movie, I don't think he's in the movie enough for them to show him. Like they've got so much to show in the trailer. And if you're showing things, I think you're not showing Matt Murdock because he doesn't play that significant role. And the footage you do show will be probably like one of two scenes with him anyway. So I don't think there's any point of showing him and just leaving him as like a cute little surprise in the movie. I think that's what they're doing with Matt Murdock if he's in the movie. Silver is here. Yeah, Spider-Man people will watch it. Yeah, exactly. If it's Spider-Man, people are gonna watch it. Nobody's talking about J. Jonah Jameson. I know, right? JJ was there. Like one thing I did think about when one thing I did think what am I trying to say? One thing I did think about when watching the trailer was the reaction video is out. By the way, stay here. Go watch after. Don't leave me, please. One thing I will say is what was I going to say? I was going to say something. Oh yeah, J. Jonah Jameson is what if one of the Raimi villains sees J. Jonah Jameson? Would they be like, hold on, like would they? I don't know, like especially Norman because I'm sure Norman did see JJ, didn't he? Like in Spider-Man 1. The conclusion scene in the trailer reminds me of Spider-Man 3 Final Fight. Yeah, no, me too. I did think that as well. Have you played Miles Morales, by the way? I have. I was originally going to stream it on the channel, but my Elgato capture card would not work, and it hasn't for a while. I'm thinking about getting a new one so I can start streaming the games. I do want to get into streaming though. And this is why, like, it's a good turnout. We're talking about our favorite character, you know. We're talking about one of probably the most anticipated movies. Like, this is why I want to get into streaming, but I just don't have the time. But like, what do I do when I stream? Do I just talk like this, or do I go and like play a game or something to keep you guys entertained? Thing is, I'm very easily distracted. Like, if I play a game, you'll notice I'll start to slur my words and like I won't be concentrating. But like this, I can, if it's a 1-to-1, I can really read you guys' comments. What if Spider-Man 4 was made? I have a fan fiction on that. Go check it out. It's on the channel. It's literally right. If you go on the channel and go to the playlist Spider-Verse Saga, which is on the front page, it's literally right there in the first couple of videos. Just scroll over and it'll be there. Honestly, to have Toby and Andrew helps Tom Spider-Man for his character growth. Hopefully. Did you see the lizard getting hit in the face? Okay, no, I need to go watch that now, actually. I need to go watch that now. I need to go watch that right now. Visible punch. Let's see this. Let's see. Oh, video cannot be played. Okay. Right. So has it been taken down? Let me put this link in. No, I think I can't view things on Discord through like Twitter. Oh, video will play after ad. What, are you serious? I can't say anything. I put ads on my videos. Oh, they ain't even trying to hide this. Oh, come on. I mean, at least maybe this was their indirect way. Maybe this was their indirect way of showing, of confirming Andrew and Toby. They That's hilarious, Sony. How has no one spotted that? Oh my god. Oh my god. Lizard just fully gets punched by nothing. Bro, man's head does a 180. Holy shizzle my dizzle. Jesus, I was gonna swear then, but we're not trying to do that. Bloody hell, yeah, Lizard just gets... It will be a 3v3, you're right. Who do you reckon takes who? Who do you reckon takes who? That's my question. Who do you reckon takes who? Who do you reckon takes who? Right, Tom takes Electro. I reckon Andrew takes Lizard and Toby takes Sandman. I reckon that's how it goes. But anyone that thinks the Green Goblin isn't talking to Tom's Peter because Doc Ock doesn't know that Tom is Spider-Man to clearly see Tom's way. Yeah, I think so as well. I love Aunt May in the MCU too much to see her die. Oh, yeah, I know, man. MCU Aunt May is pretty good. I think we're lucky we got... Do I believe that? She's probably the weakest Aunt May, but she's not bad. Someone other than the 5 villains... Wait, hold on. I completely skipped Duck reviews. Sorry. I think that we're just lucky to get what we got. If we just get the 5 or 6, I'm grateful people get angry. Yeah, I am as well. Someone other than the 5 villains we saw will come purple rifts because we already know 5 villains. Other scene was takes place before. Yeah, the purple rifts. That's interesting. I'm nice. I don't know what JJ kind of like commission got. He did. That's what I thought. Hello, Ricardo. Hello. Hi, hey, listen, did you see the Avengers game Spider-Man? Did you like the Spidey suit? No, yeah, it was alright. Apart from the spider. Venom, he would kill it. Topher Grace Venom was... Yeah, he is wasted. Yeah, I watched it. I just saw it, and then... Just what is going on? I wish Topher Grace Venom was in this. It'd be cool if he was mentioned. Yeah, it'd be pretty cool. I mean, you never know. Anything can be mentioned. Anyway. I mentioned subscribing to SI about 20 minutes ago while I was uploading the video. Completely forgot to get back to it. So I'm going to do it here. And there's more of you guys here now anyway. So, but once again, I've just completely closed down everything that I needed to talk about this. Well done, Lewis. Anyway, I said I was going to give you a link to SI. So I'm going to send you a link to Slightly Insulting. I'm going to post it in the chat. If you guys want to go over there after the stream, during the stream, open on a new tab, go ahead, go subscribe. This is the other channel that I work on. I post content on here. I am actually posting a Spider-Man thing this Saturday. But there's one thing I do want to promote, which is called Spider-Man Friend or Foe, in which my good friend Ray is actually working on right now. There's a link to the channel, and it's a show about Spider-Man, obviously. Peter Parker in his high school years, very reminiscent of the comics, and it's very, very cool. And episode 1 is coming out very soon. The trailer is currently out. I recommend go watching the trailer. It's the latest video up on the channel as well. Go subscribe. It's very cool. I do want you guys to check it out. I have seen episode 1 of the show, and it is incredible. It is the best thing he's ever... Well, one of the best things he's ever made. Visually stunning. It's a Minecraft animated... How do I describe it? It's an animated series using the gameplay mechanics of Minecraft. That's how I'm going to put it, because that is what it is. Turn notifications on too, of course, man. Of course, I post videos on there as well. So if you like my content, I am also there. So go ahead, subscribe. You're not gonna want to miss it. You're not gonna want to miss it. You're not going to want to miss it. But yes, No Way Home. Okay, right. We've talked about a bunch of things, but there's a bunch of things we still have not talked about. We need to talk about some things. What can we talk about? Boys and girls. Boys and girls. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? We need to talk about something. Hold on. I'm just gonna hold on. I'm sorry. I'm promoting the stream again. Sorry. I'm promoting the stream again. I'm terrible. What? I do not have permission to send videos. Ah, man. Come on, that's a madness. Come on, give me permission, man. Give me permission. Was I kicked? I was kicked from the other server. Okay. Right, well then. But yeah, I was kicked from the server. Last hunt, talk about last hunt. You want me to talk about last hunt? Let's talk about last hunt then. Okay, well, last hunt. Ray's like my manager. He's like he's like in my ear, whispering, like, talk about this. Like, talk about last hunt. I already mentioned last hunt earlier in the stream when Ray wasn't here. So yes, I've already talked about last hunt. Yeah, but if you want more of an overview of what Last Hunt is, it's a Spider-Man film made by myself, but it's all over the channel. You guys have probably seen it before. It's the channel trailer. It's absolutely everywhere. Last Hunt is a Spider-Man thing once again, like Friend or Foe, with the gameplay mechanics of Minecraft. As Mr. Pink Freak says, Last Hunt is epic. Obviously, we are like Last Hunt is great. Like, bro, this is the best thing I've ever worked on. It's my thing, Spider-Man thing. Spider-Man. Peter Parker is in college. He just graduated high school. He's in college. It's a part of a larger universe now, once again, which is also on SI. So yeah, Last Hunt is coming and it's going to be great. It's about Peter and his colleges. As I said, Craven is the villain, and another trailer for that will also be coming soon, like No Way Home. So make sure to stay tuned. Make sure to hit the subscribe button if you have not already. Talk about your favorite. Tease the thing with Connor. Tease it. Well, I can just say, I'm just gonna say, I'm not gonna say anymore. Last Hunt kicks ass. Thank you very much. I hope it does. Just think about what No Way Home is doing. Just think about what No Way Home is. And I'm gonna leave it there. That's all I'm saying. But yeah. So yeah, if you like the idea of No Way Home, make sure to subscribe to Slightly Insulting and subscribe to me. Look at me self-promoting out here. Yeah, but let's talk about No Way Home. Let's talk about No Way Home. Let's talk about it. As I was said before, obviously, but I forgot about what I talked about before with Last Hunt because I've so many things going through my brain. But yeah, Thornton plays Jefferson Davis, the guy who came in earlier in the chat. But yeah, have you ever thought about rewriting Homecoming and Far From Home? No, no, because Homecoming and Far From Home, I think, are good movies. Homecoming, especially, I love Homecoming. Far From Home, I don't love it as much. It kind of declined in my ranking as time's gone on, but I love Homecoming. I wouldn't rewrite the movies. No, I'd probably rewrite. No, I wouldn't rewrite it. I think at the end of it, I think the one movie I would rewrite would be No Way Home. Surprisingly, like No Way Home is gonna be my favorite. Like 100% is gonna be my favorite by the end of this. Probably, most likely. But the movie I would rewrite out of the three would be No Way Home. And it's only because I think the other two are good solo movies. I think that this movie, it just feels out of place in the trilogy. Like, also, I think this is a common problem with the MCU, is that they find it hard to, especially in the latter phases of the MCU, like when we're getting to now. Like earlier on, it wasn't so much of a problem, but now it's kind of becoming more of it's becoming more harder to be a separate trilogy, like away from the rest of the universe, because you've had infinite, like the trilogies that have been taking place pre Endgame and then that are going to end like post Endgame have been completely messed up by Endgame being in between them, and like that's just a common problem that people are facing. The trilogies, like Endgame is interfered and Infinity War's interfered, and like it has other world stuff happening in between the movies, and you can't really connect the events because things happen to those characters in those other movies. And the same went with Spider-Man, is that Homecoming came out, then Infinity War happened, and then Endgame happened, and then Far From Home came out. And it's like, well, Homecoming deals with this, sets up Scorpion as the villain for the second movie, and then the second movie has to deal with the death of Tony Stark because Endgame dealt with that for that character. You know what I mean? So then No Way Home is going to be another example of this, except for instead of it being Endgame that interferes with it, it's going to be the multiverse stuff. It's going to be Loki, you know, Loki branching these different realities, Loki branching these different timelines, and then obviously Doctor Strange messing with the spell, bringing those realities in. So in this case, it is the multiverse. So it isn't really a trilogy. Homecoming and Far From Home, they're kind of, but they're not. Kind of. No Way Home's kind of just. No Way Home's a sequel to every Spider-Man movie, really. If you think about it, it's not really a part of a trilogy. So yes, if there was one I would rewrite, it would be No Way Home. Because the MCU has this common problem where it doesn't really have trilogies. It just has 3 movies that take place in the universe. Like Iron Man is a good example of it working a little bit after Avengers. Captain America did it perfectly. I think Captain America is a prime example of getting a trilogy right while still dealing with other universe stuff. I think that's because Captain America's story was very much intertwined into the MCU as a whole, really. Whereas Peter Parker's story kind of was a little bit separate from the main world stuff, but Cap was very much solidified there in the Avengers. So I think it was a bit easier for him to combat that problem. But Captain America is a perfect example of like a good trilogy inside of a large universe with other stuff happening around it. Spider-Man is just not a good example of that. Hi Stealth, yo, what's going on? I might drop a rewrite video next week. Oh, that's pretty cool. Can't wait to just let us know what it is. Might be cool to check it out. Imagine in the Sony Colleges trilogy, if Peter meets Harry and says your last name is Osborn, has yeah. I think this is going to be something that 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 happens that I think is going to be very interesting to see. I do think that when the next trilogy inevitably happens, and I do think that the next trilogy will be more of a trilogy. I am under that firm belief because, as far as I'm concerned, right now there's not any big plans for there's not any big plans for like big events. It seems that the characters are kind of more going in their own directions rather than they're all tying back in. So yes, I do think that'll be interesting. And if he does meet Harry Osborn, that'd be very cool. I do think in the next movies it will be very interesting to see how how much I know what this. I think it'd be interesting to see how the villains that came in from the other universes affect how he views other people in his universe. Is what I'm saying. Stealth, thank you very much for the $5 donation. Thank you very much. We had 3 donations now. I've never had donations before ever in my life. Thank you very much for the $5. I love you, baby. Give me a kissy. Oh, I will give you a kiss, Stealth. Don't worry. I love you too. My guy, my guy. What a guy, Stealth. I love you, man. Yeah. That's great. I would love more street level Spider-Man on the big screen, just small story of him maybe teaming up with Daredevil, Moon Knight to fight Kingpin. I want that as well. And I do think Spider-Man freshman year, uh, I think Spider-Man freshman year is going to be a part to play with those kind of stories with Spider-Man. I think Spider-Man freshman year will deal with a crook villain. Won't be dealing with big villains because obviously it would have been more of a Homecoming vibe. But I do think that because it takes place before Homecoming, we'll have a villain, probably an overarching villain, but I think it'll be more of a street level like guy, like Hammerhead, for example. They might pull a Hammerhead or a Tombstone or something like that. But in terms of him teaming up with Daredevil or maybe even Moon Knight, that would be sick. Anyway, thanks again, Stealth, from the $5. I appreciate every single person that donates here. That is incredibly nice of all of you, and I really appreciate it. Coming from the bottom of my heart. Anyone that donates is eternally grateful. Because I do this thing for just for fun, and yeah, obviously YouTube does pay out sometimes, but I sit down and do this for fun and for you guys to sending money like that just for appreciation, and it's touching. It's touching. Lightning McQueen from Cars is in the movie. The Cars set of electric going to show up. At this point anyone could be in the movie, man. I'm just saying. This guy looked like Black Panther. The sky looked like Black Panther. The sky. What did Black Panther appear in the trailer? I think they're definitely saving Toby and Andrew for reveal for the insane theater reaction, similar to Cap used Thor hammer and said Avengers Assemble. Yeah, Thornton's right there, man. I think that's yeah. I agree. Even though Andrew Garfield or Tobey Maguire, whichever one it is, I reckon it's probably Andrew fighting the lizard, because I reckon they'll probably fight like they're each respective villains. Poorly edited out of that trailer. Like, come on, man. The scaffolding is there. Like, how could you get any? Like, we need to Photoshop. Yeah, Andrew, it's a friggin' Photoshop. Come on, man. I'm screwed. Sorry, Andrew. I'm sorry, Andrew. I love you, Andrew. I've just completely copped you. I'm creating my first rewrite. It'll be about making my own Spider-Man game. Even though Spider-Man PS4 is my favorite game. That's cool. I'm always interested to see when people do like fan fictions of Spider-Man games. I did one once. Don't know if you guys remember. Last year I did. I don't. Some of you guys might not be subscribed then, but I did Spider-Man 2099. Like a game for 2099. I took inspiration from Spider-Man PS4, obviously. Actually, no, I think I put it in the Spider-Man PS4 universe, but I put it in the year 2099, and like Spider-Man was like a legend or whatever. But I took inspiration from PS4, obviously, the game mechanics of that. I took inspiration from Assassin's Creed, and I think Shattered Dimensions as well, like the layers of city. But yeah. Thank you, Stuff. Thank you. I'm making a rewrite on Spider-Man Homecoming. I might need your help. Well, I mean, throw them out in the chat, and Larry, throw them out in the chat, and I'll shoot you my ideas. I'll shoot you my ideas, man. If you watch the scene where they all lunge at each other, Lizard lunges at nothing, and if you watch how yeah, 100% Andrews. It's like I didn't notice it at first because I'm trying to take in everything else in the trailer. Like I barely noticed anything at first, like anything in the trailer. But yeah, no, it's horribly edited. Like I can't believe that slipped through the cracks. Like they're trying not to reveal Andrew and Toby. It's just not working. At that point, just show him. I mean, did y'all notice when Dr. Octopus is being attacked by Electro? Did he? Or was he attacked by an invisible Toby? That's why we don't see him. I didn't see this. There's so much I didn't see in the trailer. Yeah, that's my only real sadness with the freshman year is that we won't get to see many variations of the suit due to continuity. Yeah, that is a good point. We will probably, I reckon we will see maybe a variation of the homemade suit, like a pre-homemade suit. Like it'll literally just be like a jumper, maybe some more bootleg kind of goggles, and then we'll see him slowly build that suit maybe throughout the season. Maybe that'll be cool. But yeah, it's worth it. Yeah, I think it's worth it. I think it's 100% worth it because some people have been complaining about how we haven't had that backstory. We haven't seen Uncle Ben, but we're gonna get that now, hopefully. So, I knew this trailer wouldn't show the two Spider-Man. Yeah, I said they wouldn't either. I said this. I was like, a load of people, like everyone was saying that they're gonna show the two Spider-Men. I was like, I'm confident they're not gonna show them. I said this. I was like, I'm confident. I'm confident they're not gonna show them. Yeah, I remember that video, the 2099 one. Yeah, Lewis, do you think Andrew and Toby have their own versions of Tom's villains? I used to Well, I mean, they do. I mean, if we're counting Spider-Man 4 as canon, then yes, Lizard, Mysterio, and Vulture are all canon to the Raimi universe. However, Spider-Man 4 didn't happen, so you can't say that. But in head canon, technically, yes. Lewis, I know I should say this in DMs, but I can't be asked. But But you available for tomorrow? I have the Must Have episode 2 film for Far From Home, and I want to show you. Yes, you can. Once again, Far From Home. Subscribe to Slightly Insulting to see Far From Home. I said Far From Home. Friend or foe when it comes out. Ray is making a Spider-Man show himself, and it's very good. I've seen episode 1. It's mental. Episode 2, I'm very excited to see that, Ray. So yes, let me watch it. Doc Ock gets blown out the window by Electro. Does he? I want to see this. You guys, you get. Oh my God, Ray's making Far From Home. Yeah. Yeah, guys, link me this clip you guys are seeing. I want to see this. I would love to see Tasman version of Mysterio. That would be cool. That would be cool. Yeah, and Craven. Yeah, I would as well. I'm making Far From Home. Yes, he is indeed. Yeah, guys, good. Link me this thing. But one thing I want to talk about. I want to hear your guys' opinions. I want to get your guys' opinions right now. Right now, I want you guys' opinions. What do you think about the Purple Rift at the end of the trailer? The Purple Rift. Who's coming through? Who's Doctor Strange talking about? Is it Toby and Andrew, or is it another villain? Those are my 5 points slash questions. What do you think? Go watch the minute trailer. You can see the octopus is being attacked. Okay, I'm gonna go watch this while you guys post your theories and ideas, and I'm gonna go watch this. I'm gonna go watch this. I'm gonna go see. I'm gonna go see. I'm gonna go see. Well, what minute was it? 2:02, 2:03 of the trailer. Okay. 2:02. 2:02. Oh, when Electro. Oh yeah, so Doc Ock could be on their side. That's the integrated suit. Oh, so he pulls his mask down, so it's not like the Iron Spider. Maybe the integrated suit is like a more of a cloth suit mixed with the Iron Spider. So Doctor Strange does that. Tom kind of looks like Andrew in that shot. The one where his hair's up. Oh my god, he's edited out so poorly. Watching that shot again, that's so. This trailer's insane, man. Dun, 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 dun. They're starting to come through, and I can't stop them. I can't stop them. Them. So it's a them. So who could it be? Mephisto. If you counted the games as Mysterio would be canon to the Raimi universe. Yeah, but the games are never canon, are they? I mean, the canon until the next movie comes out. That's how I always see it. It's always Mephisto. Multiple Spidey people. Do you think it's Spider people? In the trailer, it looks like Iron Spider legs, but it's Doc Ock. I think the Electro thing is Ray thinks it's multiple versions of the villains. I mean, that'd be insane, right? Imagine Dane DeHaan coming back. Imagine New Goblin. Who else? Who else isn't in No Way Home already? Uh, imagine Spider Gwen, Emma Stone, Spider Gwen. That's not a villain, but still. I think the Goblin bunch, are the only villains that aren't in. That aren't in. No Way Home. That's kind of crazy, you know. Gwen Stacy is Carnage. Oh, that'd be cool. Have you checked IGN? I haven't checked IGN. I bet a bunch of people talking about it though. The Rift is for James Franco, especially James Franco. No one else. Oh yeah, James Franco. He's the boy. I think it's set before Sandman Lizard Electro fight because the Battle of Statue of Liberty is wrecked. Maybe the rest of the villains don't show up until the final battle. No, this makes sense because we don't see them in any other scenes apart from the ones on the Statue of Liberty. Now, this could just be me saying this, and like obviously there would be other scenes with the villains before, but maybe it's only Goblin and and Doc Ock that come through at first. Maybe it is. Maybe it's only Goblin and Doc Ock, and Doc Ock is the good one, and Goblin is the bad one, and Goblin is the one that wants to corrupt and take over in this universe, and Doc Ock is the good one who just wants everyone to survive but doesn't want to do bad. Because if you remember, Goblin is still bad by the end of Spider-Man 1. Doc Ock is good by the end of Spider-Man 2. That would make sense to me. Ray says it's probably Venom, Morbius, etc. I don't think they'd show up in the final battle. I disagree there. I don't think it would be. I don't think it would be them showing up, because obviously if Doctor Strange is mentioning it, it's got to be an important part of the final battle. I don't think they'd join the final battle. There'd be too much to. It'd get too messy. There'd be too many characters to explain with each other, and Venom and Morbius would have no idea what's going on. I mean, maybe Venom would, because blue. Yeah, Venom to end credits. Yeah, but like, I think that's going to be more of a post-credit scene thing, not a final battle thing. It'll be more of a post-credit scene thing. I mean, I'm under the impression that Morbius takes place after No Way Home as well, because of the amount of references there is to Andrew's universe and Toby's universe. I do think that it'll be after No Way Home because of that reason. I think it's a villain. Why would Strange act inevitably? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, it could be Maguire and Garfield, but like, he wouldn't be so negative about them coming through. Probably Doctor Octopus is going to help Spider-Man to beat the other villains. Yeah, I think he will as well. Let's not forget John the Bugnat's Instagram post when he says, "We will see you return to Spidey someday." He said MCU maybe. I think he was joking. I don't think he'll be in No Way Home. That's why we see them fighting against Spider-Man's while they are fighting 3 others. And Rhino. The Rhino is just standing there being ignored. I wonder. Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry. I forgot about Rhino. Rhino's so irrelevant, though. I wonder what the Raimi's Green Goblin thinks of the Tasman Green Goblin. I'm sorry. Willem Dafoe would crush Dane DeHaan's Goblin in like a second. Imagine Toby, Andrew, and Tom fighting the Sinister 6000. Oh my god, Sinister 6000. Bloody hell. Well, they're dead. That's right, because there is a lot of versions of Spider-Man where Spider-Man does Dr. Octopus, so he does really can't go guy, you know. I think Doctor Strange is talking about reality breaking rather than the final battle thing. So this could be stuff that happens after then, not during. Because if you look at the statue, it's fixed. Oh, so this could happen before. This could happen before then. He's trying to prevent the universe from colliding and mixing, and hence why Morbius has an identity crisis. Oh, so we're talking about the Morbius movie. So hence why Morbius has an identity crisis in Morbius. But if you are new to the channel right now, and you have not subscribed, make sure to subscribe for weekly Spider-Man No Way Home news and content, and also lots of fan fictions on the channel. We upload Spectacular Spider-Man Season 3 continued. Spider-Man Last Hunt is coming out very, very soon. Make sure to subscribe, make sure to like, make sure to get everything going. We upload loads of Spider-Man content here. So yeah, make sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button if you haven't already. Don't forget, Doctor Strange says they'll all die fighting Spider-Man, meaning he's talking about the villain, so I doubt they'd come at the end. Maybe he's only talking about Goblin and Doc Ock because and Electro, I guess, because Electro does die fighting Spider-Man. But maybe when he says that, he's only referencing those villains, because the other villains, we haven't seen them until the last scenes in the movie, like in the trailer. So my question is, maybe it's only them villains. Maybe it's Electro, Doc, and Goblin, and they all die fighting Spider-Man, and that's who they are referencing earlier in the trailer. And then when he's saying everyone's coming through, another 2 villains come through in Sandman and Lizard, and maybe even another one, maybe the DeHaan or maybe Rhino comes through. Oh yeah, last one. Let's go. Last one is gonna be sick. I can't wait for you guys to. Electro didn't die fighting Spider-Man. He was murdered. He was murdered. Bro, Gwen and Peter went in there with the intention of killing him. He did die. He did die. They did murder him. I mean, technically, he did die fighting Spider-Man, though. That is literally how he died. I'm replacing Ned and putting Harry Osborn as Peter's friend. I want to shut up. Shocker wear suit. Dilly Beagle instead of working with Tony Stark. Fair enough. So you're just going with more of a comic accurate representation of the Spider-Man character, which I get. I personally like to see different interpretations, personally, but yeah, yeah. In cold blood, you shot that man in cold blood. Sandman and Lizard died off screen. They didn't die off screen. I don't think. I'm confused of how they're doing this. I think I think personally, in my opinion, that that certain villains, the main ones, the Doc, your Goblin, will come through earlier, and maybe Electro, maybe, but he doesn't seem to be. He doesn't seem to be pushed. He seems to be pushed more than Sandman and Lizard. He's kind of an in between character, but he doesn't seem to be as pushed as much as Doc and Goblin. So, yeah, I think we wait till the movie comes out. I mean, the trailer just come out. Let's speculate. Let's speculate. I'd like villain in Freshman Year to be Kingpin. There's one problem with that. If he shows up in Hawkeye and then he shows up again in a Daredevil thing later on in the MCU, it might mess with that a bit. However, that would be cool. I do think it'll be a lower level street villain though. But yeah, what else can we talk about through this trailer? Let's break this down, shall we? Let's break this trailer down. Let's break this down, shall we? I'll see if we can get how can I edit? Edit? Okay. Spider-Man No Way Home official trailer breakdown live. I'm retitling the video for obviously click through purposes, and also the fact that we are going to be breaking it down. See, I'm honest. I'm an honest YouTuber. I'm honest. Okay. Maguire is the sixth member. Green Goblin seemed like he has the big bad dough. He is the big bad. I'm telling y'all, Mephisto is behind it because he always is. Yeah, Mephisto. It's always Mephisto. It's always Mephisto, but it hasn't been Mephisto. Weird theory, but I think Electro appearing behind Spidey in the magic suit might be a callback to when he overloaded in TASM 2. Maybe. I didn't. It's one thing we haven't talked about. The magic suit. Looks like he reassembled himself from his death in TASM 2. Let's go and have a look at that, shall we? I have a feeling that the others are just being tricked by Goblin to fight Spider-Man. I said the same thing, Mickey. I agree. Did you see how Electro is charging his energy while Spider-Man is no minding about him? I think Electro already became bad after he got all the power. These guys, strangers. Yeah, maybe trying to stop Toby and Andrew. I don't think he's trying to stop Toby and Andrew coming in. Is that strange? Looks like Toby. I don't think Toby or Andrew will be anywhere in this trailer, personally. So let's break this trailer down, shall we? So let's talk about this shot first of all. I know you guys can't see it. I'm so sorry. I've had technical difficulties with the stream. I could have shown the trailer in the stream. I'm so sorry. I could have shown the trailer in the stream, but I had problems with Streamlabs, so I couldn't get it to work. So I'm just gonna have to tell you what I'm looking at, and then you guys can talk to me about it. But yeah, so let's talk about this shot. The first shot of the trailer. Tom Holland is looking sad. He's got tears in his eyes. It's raining. He looks battle damaged. He looks beat. Where do you think this shot takes place? I mean, the magic suit is to capture the villains after they get broken up. That makes sense. What do you think this shot is? I think it's at the end of the movie, and I think Tom is looking directly at someone that had died. I think he's looking at someone that's died. I think someone has just died, important to him, whether it's MJ, whether it's Aunt May. Yeah, I said the same thing. Ray. It's after someone dies. You can tell. You can tell as well. It's a close. Usually, when someone dies in a movie, if you notice, you never cry at the death, but you cry at someone reacting to their death. You ever notice that happens? And a good way that you can convey this visually, usually in film, is definitely extreme close up. An extreme close up, lighting, uh, color grading, all of this. This is a perfect shot for someone that has died. And you can tell by just breaking it down. Let's break it down, shall we? I mean, it's a close up of Tom Holland's face. It's an extreme close up. Um, the way the lighting is, he's got red on his neck at the back. He's got red on his neck, signifying blood. You know what I mean? Like if I was a filmmaker, I'd want to signify something with the lighting, with the colors. Obviously, this trailer, it's a shot from the trailer. Obviously, it's not the movie, but like when this is in the movie, this will make a lot more sense. You know, red to signify blood. You got the lighting onto the right. He's clearly looking at something to the right. The rain is pouring, signifying drought, dread. More depressed attributes. And he's crying. There's so much you can pull from this trailer. The red could be police signs. Could be. It could be. But yeah, there's a lot to unpack from this one trailer. You're looking at it cinematically. There's a lot to unpack. And I definitely think from what we know about the plot leaks and what we know from this shot, just this shot, I think it could be very much after someone dies. Could be a flashback to Ben's death. Interesting. It could be, but it's probably not because he's battle damaged and he wasn't fighting big villains back then. But it's a good theory. Let's move on. That shot kind of zooms across his face. So maybe it's one thing I missed, showing his full reaction all the way around his face. Probably that shot probably, because it's coming across the side of his face like this, the shot probably goes around like that or more outward so we can see his full reaction. Starts as a close-up though. Swinging, we've seen this before. Public Enemy #1, we've seen this shot before as well. And that shot, that was when you found out. One thing I want to mention, he does say that the only time that my life was normal was when you found out I was Spider-Man. That's interesting because a lot of people say they're wanting more consequences for Spider-Man. It looks like they're delving more into how Spider-Man has affected his life in general. And I know a lot of people like that stuff. Saying that the only normal week he's had is when MJ found out, Far From Home. So that's interesting. Bringing more up about when he got bit by the spider. He's actually never said that he's been bit by a spider before. Oh wait, no, he did. He did in Homecoming. Ignore me. Anyway, I think it's interesting either way. Seeing stuff like this. I think it's interesting that they go to the subway probably to hide near a train. Yeah, Lizard gets hit by nothing. I know he does. Yeah, we'll talk about that when we get later on in the trailer. You botched that spell. Doctor Strange says Benedict Cumberbatch says Spider-Man really weird. Spider-Man. It's like he's saying Spider-Man. Spider-Man, sorry. Spider-Man. To forget that everyone thought you were Spider-Man. Obviously we get new footage of the spell going wrong, but stuff that we've seen before. We've started getting some visitors. That's probably either dubs done for the trailer, that line, we're getting some visitors, or Doctor Strange discovers that this implies that Doctor Strange discovered the villains. I don't think he did. Obviously, we get the bomb. We've seen that before. We get Willem Dafoe coming through the fog, which I think is really cool. We've seen that in the poster though, I think. So nothing too new there. In this shot here, where Doctor Strange looking at Peter when he's like really lecturing him, he looks really stressed out. And no wonder. I'm not surprised. If you see, Peter's also wearing a suit. So this probably takes place after the scene where Peter is going to court, or just before he's going to court, and he's had enough. He's like, please, can we fix this? And this is probably after the spell has gone wrong as well. And he's like, "Is there any way we can fix this?" And Strange is like, "Listen, multiverse is collapsing now because of your dumbass. No, we can't fix it." And then they go to the court scene, and then obviously Doc Ock appears, and he's like, "Damn it." Can we get a scene of Electro and the black and gold suit? That looks really cool. That looks really nice. The black and gold suit. What are you guys' opinions on the black and gold suit? I want to know. Doc Ock fisting those cars. Hello, Peter. We'll talk more about the black and gold suit scene in a second, but obviously that's when we get to the electro bit. This is more bridge stuff. We've seen this before, seen a lot of bridge stuff. This is interesting. Why the hell would Peter take off his suit here? Oh, wait, hold on. I just thought about why. So Doc destroys a suit. Doc destroys the integrated, not the integrated. Doc destroys the Iron Spider suit in the chest, and then the nanoparticles from the head travel to the chest to protect him. I like that. I like that. You know, revealing his face. That's really cool. Actually, I really like that. That's really cool. Obviously reminiscent of Iron Man's armor in Infinity War when he fought Thanos, and that's how he. That CGI is not done there. You can tell that's not done very well. When the nanotech comes off his face, that's not done very well. Sorry. Obviously, I'm nitpicking here. You're not. Wait, what did he say? You're not Peter. You're not Peter Parker. Oh, so he had his glasses on before, so he probably sees him, takes off his glasses, and like, you're not Peter Parker. Like, obviously trying to get a better look at him. Doc Ock Alfred Molina looks incredible here, by the way. Yep. Dr. Otto Octavius. He does absorb the Iron Spider suit, as we discovered in that image that was taken by Empire, was it? Yeah, he takes the integrated. He takes the Iron Spider suit. Then we get a shot of the Statue of Liberty being reconstructed with a Captain America shield. I can't believe this was true. I cannot believe this was true. I cannot believe this was true. Just it's, and honestly, if you just avoid that plot leak now, the one with the Statue of Liberty, Captain America shield, because I remember that plot leak. It came out a while ago. It was one of the first major big plot leaks I remember, but please do ignore it. Please do ignore it, because you will be spoiled. That was a nice shot. That is the one with the. I'm looking at the shot now after the Captain America, with a bunch of the lines, the electrical lines with the towers, and then the sun in the background over the mountains. That's a really nice shot. Once again, where was the cinematographer for Far From Home and Homecoming? Here we go. We need to send them back. Okay, so this is what Ray was talking about earlier. It seems that the black and gold suit will be used as a sort of a magical suit to send the villains back. And also, one thing I want to point out: how is Electro yellow in this movie when he was blue in TASM 2? In this shot, Electro is blue. Electro is blue, but he's drawing power from the power lines, and it looks like he could become yellow because he draws power, and that's how he becomes yellow, which makes sense. Because I was just thinking, because they actually do retcon the Far From Home suit in the start of this movie. They take out the belt, and it's a creative decision, I know, but obviously, they change the suit when it's not meant to be changed. I thought the same could have been done for Electro, but I think there is an in-continuity reason. How are Doc Ock and Green Goblin alive? Was it Doctor Strange's magic? No. So basically, they were taken from the Raimi universe just before they died. So, basically, when Doc Ock is about to drown, he will be taken from his universe, and I think Alfred Molina even confirmed this. Assuming Willem Dafoe will be taken straight before the glider impales him in Spider-Man 1 as well. Assuming. So Scooby Doo this crap. Well, this is kind of your mess. So there'll be a lot of banter. There's another shot of that black and gold suit swinging through the power lines. There's that shot that we saw in trailer 1 with Sandman and Electro. This, I think, could be just after they come through the portal. And this could be potentially mid Act 2, maybe end of Act 2. There's Jameson. So, the Daily Bugle van. So Jameson's probably reporting on this, and then these guys show up. Going off into the darkness to fight ghosts. They all die fighting Spider-Man. It's their fate. Oh, and here we go. We get a shot of the integrated suit. There is a pumpkin bomb traveling into a house. Whose house this is, I don't know, but it could be that this is someone important's house. Maybe MJ. We haven't seen her house. This could be a place where Peter and Aunt May are moved to, because they obviously can't live in their house anyway because Peter's identity's been revealed. This could be Ned's house. We haven't seen Ned's house. This could be anyone's house, but Peter looks like he's trying to protect it with all his might. As you can see, there's already some rubble on the floor. That is the integrated suit as well, and that suit looks beautiful. That integrated suit looks absolutely gorgeous. What if Peter tries to work the bugle and gets rejected? He could do. Oh, wait, no, not in this movie. I just totally forgot his identity was revealed. Why does MJ look scared of Ned when she falls off? I don't know. Well, we'll get there. We'll get there. Elizabeth's in the first trailer. It was pretty obvious. Yeah, he was in the first trailer. He was. Exactly like the ones from the designs are just different. Yeah, the designs are different. I do think there is an incontinuity reason. Why isn't Doc wet then? I assume that he came to the universe and then probably didn't see Tom straight away. Like, Tom wasn't the first person he saw. He probably got through the. He probably came to the universe and then was really confused at first, and then dried off, and then came. I don't know. And then the pumpkin bomb goes off. That's really cool. So that's looks like maybe. So let's go back to that shot of where the police car is. Also, this could be the feast shelter, actually. Yeah, it is, because you see feast on the right there. This is the feast shelter. Sorry. So this place that we were just talking about was the feast shelter, and that's the pumpkin bomb. So that's what that looks with the Daily Bugle van as well. That looks like where Electro and Sandman are as well. So if we take this into account, this looks like to be the first attack of the Sinister Six by the looks of things. Or I say the Sinister Six, the Spooky Five. Let's call them. That's Ray said that, by the way. That's Ray's thing. The Spooky Five. I'm sorry, kid. Yeah, me too. Oh, that's cool. So obviously, Doctor Strange obviously is not as caring as Peter. Obviously, we know he isn't, and we know that Doctor Strange is a very know it how it is kind of man. Peter obviously is more empathetic, and I'm glad that they take this turn with the character, because showing this characterization of Peter in this scene alone is very, very comic booky of Peter Parker. Very much Peter Parker in general. Snatches the cube. Oh, and then they do the Astro thing with Peter. That's very cool. That's very cool. And I reckon when he's holding onto the cube and Doctor Strange just, he does the thing. I reckon that's when they say I reckon that's when Doctor Strange is like, you're leading two different lives and all that. The narration. Look, there has to be another way. There isn't. Aunt May running. She's probably working at Feast when the attack from the Six happens. I'm just gonna call them the Six. They're not six villains, but I'm gonna call them the Six because it's the easiest thing. Or the Spooky Five. The Spooky Five. When the Spooky Five attack. Sorry, my tummy just rumbled. The Spooky Five attack. Legends say that the third Spider-Man of any Spider must have a black suit. So yeah, I mean it's the Fearsome Five. The Fearsome Five grabs his head. Oh, so that's a scene of Doc Ock getting the Iron Spider probably the nanotech. That's probably why the nanotech from Peter's costume is missing, because Doc Ock gets it. There we go. There's Electro. Oh, he gets his original design as well with the spike. God, my tummy's going madness. The friendly five, the fantastic five, the fanatical five. Peter. Oh, there's the integrated suit. So the integrated suit will be used in the final battle, as I thought it would. That shot of Willem Dafoe is crazy. So we've cut away from the New York Doctor Strange sequence, probably, and to the Willem Dafoe. That he's just insane, isn't he? Look at him. Green Goblin design from Spider-Man 1. I thought that going into this movie, that I thought that the Green Goblin would be. I thought all the villains would be dramatically redesigned, because as movies progress through time, you know, when you bring certain characters back, you do give them dramatic redesigns. You know, even if they're the same character, usually that's like you never get a fully accurate. This is a fully one-to-one Green Goblin. It's incredible. I'm gonna cry. The Sinister Syndicate. Yeah, the Sinister Syndicate was from the comics, actually. It was a variation of the Sinister Six. There were 6 villains in the Sinister Syndicate. Was it 12? That was the Sinister 12, wasn't it? I don't know. There was 6 villains in the Sinister Syndicate, if I remember rightly. But yeah, so they could just call it the Sinister Syndicate, because there is no limit to the amount of villains you have to have. There's no like 6 or 5 or 12 or whatever. 16, 24. No, how many villains you want. That shot's cool. I didn't notice that in the first trailer. That's cool. I need to pause it. It's like there for a second. Oh, and he's like, oh, the integrated suit looks cool there as well. That looks like the Iron Spider's kind of coming off him a bit. That's cool. And then the Goblin coming down. Is that Defoe? It doesn't look like Defoe though, but it does. Who is that? Defoe show his face? Does he get an upgrade? Or is that Dane DeHaan? That's not Dane DeHaan, surely, is it not? I'm glad it looks like they removed the transparency with the mouth and the eyes of the Green Goblin suit. Possible shot is just hiding out there, possibly. What do you guys think of this shot, though? The one with the moon in the background, where Goblin's flying down and he's got the razor sharp things. I hate those things from Spider-Man 3. Is that Defoe? Is that William Defoe? Or is it not? Who is that? Who do you guys think it is? Oh, there were 5. Rhino, Boomerang, Hydro Man, Beetle, and another guy with red glasses. Were there? I did I remember, because I did the Sinister Syndicate in my Spectacular Spider-Man season 5 fan fiction. And I remember I did do Beetle and Hydro Man, because Beetle was the main villain of my season 5. And I did Rhino, I think, as well. I did Shocker. And I did Boomerang as well. So I remember Boomerang was a villain. Oh yeah, no, I think I completely just set up Sinister Syndicate around season 5. That's why I remember it. Red glasses. I don't know who it is. I'll have to go back and watch the what if 6-1 is Harry? It could be, but Harry's dead. But then again, it pulled. Yeah, but he was a good guy when he died, though, so that doesn't really count, does it? Think about it. That doesn't really count, because he. No, does that count? Thoughts on the Nick Spencer run? I haven't read it fully yet. I was trying to get through it earlier. Hold on, I'll tell you what issue I got up to. Hold on. I'll tell you what issue I got up to. I got up to issue. I think I got up to issue 3 or something. I haven't read it fully. I know it's meant to be like a reinvention of the character, but then again, when is when a new writer takes over, when is it not a reinvention of the character? You know what I mean? I couldn't handle it. Yeah, I probably won't read it. To be fair, like, it's just they try and the problem with comics nowadays is you try and deal with the baggage of what came before, whilst also trying to like freshen it up and make it new. It's like it doesn't work like that. Like, make it new, but either forget everything that came before or just continue what was already going. Don't try and straddle the line in the middle because it never works. Because I'm invested in this new story that you've got going, but you're also throwing things at me that I've never heard about before. Like, I've never read every Spider-Man comic. I never will. Like, I do not have the time nor the effort to do any of that. And there's so many comic books out there. I've read the good ones, most of the good ones. The whole run is just a big retcon for past stories. It seems that way because he has roommates. There is a lot of Parker Industries stuff though in the first issue, I think, or first or second issue. There's a lot of Parker Industries stuff that gets talked about, which I guess is good because that kind of deals with what happened in Superior Spider-Man a bit more after Dan Slott's run. But then there was a bunch of stuff with the Avengers and there was a bunch of stuff with Kingpin. I seem to remember Black Cat was in there. Like, I swear Black Cat didn't like Spider-Man. I don't know. I'm so confused. Like, what happened to Silk as well? Like, Silk was like a big character in the Dan Slott books. I don't know. Who knows at this point? Who knows? Anyway, back to the trailer. I will be going after I've broke this down. So let's just shall we get through the rest of this trailer? He wanted to retcon one more day, but Marvel wouldn't let him, so he retconned Sins Past instead. Sins Past was so much more recent though, wasn't it? Oh no, that was Original Sin, wasn't it? That was Original Sin I'm thinking of. Not Sins Past. Nah, yeah, I don't blame him for retconning one more day though. But then again, how do you retcon one more day? Do Mephisto again? I don't know. Make it so that he gives it back. I wouldn't be surprised if that was what they were going with. Who knows? Anyway, this shot of Doctor Strange doing his little spell that goes outwards on the Statue of Liberty. This could be when he's trying to fix. I can't tell if the Statue of Liberty is fixed or broken in this scene. We totally skipped over MJ and Peter kissing. This looks like it could take place right before the final battle because that is the integrated suit, or it could take place after the final battle. I'm not sure. That's once again probably at the Feast Shelter when it gets damaged. The Feast Shelter. That's Happy probably looking into the Feast Shelter where Aunt May is. Statue of Liberty broken? It's not. So this happens just after the final, just before the final battle, I think, the Doctor Strange explosion. Fun fact, in real life, the lightning appears yellow with the presence of dust and other air particles. In the trailers, Electro appears with Sandman with yellow lightning. Coincidence? I think not. So maybe he's just yellow when he's around Sandman? I don't know. I think he's just yellow as just a redesign, and they've had to find an in-canon reason to make him yellow. Now that I think about No Way Home, I'd be setting up Superior. Why? Oh, because of Doc Ock? So Doc Ock doesn't want to leave. You know what? That's not a terrible idea, though. That's not a bad idea, as far as ideas go. For this movie, that's not a bad idea. Doc Ock wants to stay in this universe and doesn't want to die, but he's on their side though. But then again, he could be playing them just to get in Peter's body, maybe. Oh, said that mostly as a joke. Oh right, okay, sorry. I'm not. Just it's 4 a.m. Yeah, I get you. I get you, Rodrigo. I need sleep. Bye. See you later, man. See you later. Thanks for dropping by. My Far From Home rewrite takes place in Hollywood. Ooh, Hollywood. Damn, imagine this all happened and everything just disappears and Mysterio is faking everything. I'll be so pissed. That's like waking up from a dream, isn't it? You know what I mean? And then obviously we got the team up shot of Lizard, Electro, and Sandman. Just think it's awesome. Spider-Man lands. This is all my fault. I can't save everyone. That is Aunt May that he's talking to. I'm assuming he's also wearing the Far From Home suit. I'm gonna call it the Far From Home suit. He jumps. Obviously, Toby and Andrew are in the shot. Obviously, there's the scaffolding from the Andrew leak behind Sandman, Lizard, and Electro. Toby and Andrew are 100% in the shot. Obviously, Lizard gets punched in the Brazilian version. And Lizard looks like he's about to punch someone, but he's nowhere near Tom. So, like, and then obviously Tom flies through the villains and webs as the shield gets dropped and MJ falls. Tom looks up. That shot is so cool. That shot is so cool. Where Tom looks up. Look how cool that shot is. Where's the cinematographer, man? Where was this? Where was he? That would be like playing a super interesting game and turn out to be a dream. Yeah, it would. It would. Yeah, Doctor Strange does exist. Yeah. Doctor Strange does exist in the Raimi universe. Only reference, but he does. MJ falls. Peter jumps after her with the integrated suit. That looks so awesome. This scene, I want to talk about this for a second. This scene is reminiscent of TASM. Obviously, the Gwen falling scene in TASM 2. I think personally, this is where the Spider-Men come in. So I reckon MJ and Ned are on the scene. Peter is there, and they fall off. MJ falls off the scaffolding, and then the other Spider-Men are coming in as this is happening, and then Tom, like obviously the scaffolding is sort of collapsing at the same time. I reckon Tom will get caught on a piece of scaffolding. So when we cut to the shot where the hands are like this, or the city in the background as well, this shot looks beautiful. My God, who is the cinematographer? I need to look this up. I'll continue my point in a second. Way home. Who shot this movie? Mario Fiore. I'm sorry, I butchered your name, man. I'm not good with names. You guys know this. What else does this guy shot? He shot Avatar. That's why. Avatar was a beautifully shot movie as well. I haven't seen any of these other movies. So I've seen Avatar. What else has he shot? The Kingdom, Tears of the Sun, Training Day. X-Men Dark Phoenix. I haven't seen X-Men Dark Phoenix, to be fair. He hasn't shot much more that's like mainstream. This guy's good. This guy's good though. He didn't shoot Far From Home or Homecoming, so that explains why it looks drastically different and better. I gotta go. Good night. Good night, man. Good night. That's fine. Just Spider-Man going to college. Yeah, so next movie is going to be continuing the multiverse is Doctor Strange 2, and I think it's everything that movie Doctor Strange the next powerful. Yeah, so obviously this all continue in Doctor Strange 2. This is 100% the setup for Doctor Strange 2. This and Loki, obviously. I think the way it works is Doctor Strange is going to have opened the opportunity for the universes to collide, but the reasons there are multiple universes is because of Loki. So it's No Way Home and Loki both contributing to Multiverse of Madness. So this shot, anyway, like I was saying, if you guys know what I'm talking about, where the two hands are coming at each other, MJ and Spider-Man's, I reckon Tom is going to get caught on something here just before he catches her. And then I reckon Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man is going to swoop in and save her. And the reason I'd say this is because this will be like a redeeming moment. It's almost like a character arc. He's done absolutely nothing, but you can give a character arc to Andrew Garfield in this movie. Andrew Garfield comes in, swoops in, saves MJ, saves Tom Holland's love, and it's redemption. It's redemption. It's poetic because Andrew Garfield gave up being. It was Spider-Man No More at the end of TASM 2, wasn't it? Spider-Man No More. He comes back and then he saves MJ. It's a redemption. I don't. It's a missed opportunity if this doesn't happen. I'm just saying this is an missed opportunity if this doesn't happen. I reckon that's what happens, and I reckon that's the first introduction we get to Andrew, and then I reckon Toby comes in after and does something, or Toby's already come in and done something, and I reckon this is the introduction we get. Crazy, man. And the purple rift. The purple rift. Oh my god, Lewis, imagine Andrew shows up and instead of catching MJ, he just sticks to the wall and Webster snapping her neck. Not again, man. Can't do this again. Yeah, Andrew would not want Tom's Peter to lose MJ like how he lost Gwen. Exactly. That's the point. That is the point. Hope the CGI is better in the movie. The CGI is great in this trailer. I think it's great. I don't see anything wrong with the CGI. I think there's probably a lot unfinished. But yeah, I think it's great. They're fighting on the same statue as strangers at the end of the trailer. Yes, they are. At the end of the trailer, though, it is destroyed. The Captain America shield is destroyed. So this is obviously after the final battle, I think. They're starting to come through, and I can't stop them. I don't know who he's talking about. Them. He's referring to them. Well, it looks like the universe is breaking. Maybe he's talking about the alternate universes? Maybe he's starting to talk about the universes as a whole, like collapsing into one another. Because obviously the characters are filtering through. We saw Venom at the end of Venom 2 filter through. Morbius will filter through. Everyone will filter through. Morbius is in the Venomverse, by the way. Yeah. Trailer, but doesn't TASM 2 end with him being Spider-Man? Yeah, so that's the point. So it's Spider-Man no more. Then he comes back as Spider-Man, and his redemption is him catching MJ. Like he redeems himself for not catching Gwen. So he comes back and then catches MJ. And it's a redeeming moment for his character. It kind of rounds off TASM 2. It actually kind of makes TASM 2's ending quite good in a way. It really does. It makes TASM 2 a whole lot more worth it than it originally was. Very much so. Yeah. Crazy trailer. Anyway, I've talked about this trailer for 2 hours now. We've had a great time. It's 4 a.m, man. I got uni tomorrow. But this trailer has been that intense. It's been that intense. Yeah, I think it makes it better as well, man. I think it makes it so much better. Personally, just for me anyway. So but with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy, make sure to hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe. I say video, live stream. Make sure to subscribe if you are new. Make sure to do all the shenanigans. Make sure you get everything in. We're posting lots of videos about this trailer in the next couple of days. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming, guys. No problem. Thanks for all the donations as well. It's been epic. I love you guys to death. Take care, guys, and peace. Enjoy the trailer. Enjoy the rest of your night. Hope you guys enjoy it. Look forward to this movie. Thanks, man. Thanks. Good to hear all your thoughts as well. It's been great. Anyway, I'll see you guys. See you guys in a bit. Take care and peace.